Well, the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office is applauding a young woman who fought off a man who tried to kidnap her last month. It was caught on camera, and we do want to warn you that you may find this video disturbing. This happened at a business on State Road 206 on June 29th when deputies say a person called 911 to report a man trying to force a woman inside of a vehicle. Well, investigators say that man robbed the business, then dragged that woman who worked there outside of that business. His name is Theodore Tindor, and he was later arrested and charged with kidnapping, robbery, and grand theft auto. So we are joined now by Olivich, who is the owner of a women's defense company here in Jacksonville. And Chris, thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
Absolutely.
We do want to talk about this video. It's disturbing, and I was just talking to my co-anchor Keitha, saying maybe I should take off my heels, but typically, women are wearing heels, or it's something like this that could just catch you off guard.
Sure.
So tell me what exactly this. If you are caught in a situation like this, what should you be thinking of?
Yeah, absolutely. And she did an amazing job. She resisted. She was able to get away. So awesome for her. The biggest thing a lot of times when we're dealing with violence is fear. We tell a lot of our students, if we weren't prepared for violence and all of a sudden it happens, it's easy to become overwhelmed with fear. But fear doesn't help us fight. It tends to make us panic. It tends to make us shut down. It tends to make us not fight smarter. So we have to change that. And one of the biggest things we can use to help us deal with a violent situation is getting angry.
Yeah.
When we're angry and we decide that, hey, I'm not going to be the one that's victimized, you might be the victim, not me, everything starts to change. So we actually have to begin to change roles and decide that we will become the aggressor, not the other way around.
So what's the most important self-defense skill that we should take into consideration when you are outside walking to your car or walking to the store?
Yeah, absolutely. So teaching the techniques is the fun stuff, but awareness is everything. It's truly 90% of self-defense. You could be the best fighter in the world, but if I didn't have a moment to pick up on something or somebody that made me uncomfortable, then I didn't have a moment to come up with a plan. So awareness is everything, and it doesn't mean we walk around in life scared. It just means when we're out by ourselves especially, we want to try to be present. We want to put the distractions away, we want to take everything in, and then if something does come out as being unsafe or uncomfortable, I come up with a plan and decide how am I going to deal with this.
All right, so we want to give some tips to folks at home who are watching this. We do have our executive producer, Greg, joining us here this morning to help us out with this demonstration. Walk us through a situation that could possibly happen.
Absolutely. So when we're looking back at this video, we see the man put the woman in a headlock, which is common for like an abduction type scenario. And the common reaction is, I want to resist. I don't want to get pulled away. Somebody's taking me somewhere I don't want. If we just fight that resistance, we're in a bad spot because we're fighting somebody else's strength. He's a big guy, so if he puts a headlock on and he pulls me back, all I'm doing is fighting his strength. That's not a good spot. So if we go back to changing our mindset and deciding that I'm going to become the aggressor, not him, there's things we can do to get into a better position. So for a headlock like this, the first thing I want to do is reach up, grab his arm to take some pressure off my neck. I want to try to step behind him. I want to try to stop his movement from being able to take me away. So all I'm going to do is push my hips out to the side and a big step behind. Now if he continues to try to take me away, he's likely getting tripped over this leg, but I'm in a better position for strikes. So whether it's big strikes to the groin, whether it's reaching up and finding things like ears and eyes or the nose, or whether I just want to take him to the ground here, I'm in a much better position. It's harder for him to carry out this attack.
Yeah, while this attack is happening, we don't want to mess up your microphone as we're doing it. Greg, thank you so much. Sometimes women become fearful of an incident happening, so they start to panic. And
Sure.
those things that, what are those typical things that women typically do when they are in a panic mode?
Yeah, so when a panic hits, when adrenaline hits, and especially if we've never taken a self-defense class before, we don't have options, we shut down. It's fight or flight, but if I can't escape, the body tends to shut down, the mind shuts down. So again, that's where going back to anger, like how dare you put your hands on me? How dare you threaten me? How dare you try to take me away from my family or what's important to me? If we can put some of that anger behind, it helps keep the fear pushed off to the side for a little bit, and then we can start focusing on what are the tactical things I need to do to get out of this situation.
And some of the biggest mistakes people typically make are being on their phones, having their headphones in, so you're not even paying attention to your surroundings.
Sure, yeah.
And those are things that you should definitely do.
Absolutely. Criminals are always looking, who's the easiest target? Who's the easiest person I can carry out this crime on and get away with it? So if it's somebody that's staring at their phone or somebody that's totally not paying attention, maybe you got a million things on the to-do list, it makes us an easy target for somebody.
Chris, thank you so much. The Women's Defense Company, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about how to protect yourself and protect others, make sure you take advantage of that. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. All right.